Every year, Georgetown students who have launched new businesses enter the Bark Tank to compete for a piece of a $100,000 Leonsis Family Entrepreneurship Prize. In 2016, Yang and Phil Wong took home the top prize, which gave them an opportunity to grow their startup, Misfit Juicery, and fight food waste. Let's catch up with them to see where they are now.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Ann, and we are the co-founders of Misfit Juicery.
At Misfit, we're on a larger mission to fight food waste by creating delicious products from supply chain inefficiencies.
Every year in the United States, 20 billion pounds of fruits and vegetables go unharvested or unsold, and it's perfectly good to eat. It just might be the wrong size, shape, or color to be sold at grocery stores. So we purchase those ugly fruits and vegetables and scrap waste, and we turn it into delicious products to fight food waste. And the first of those products is a line of cold pressed juices. When we applied for the Leonsis Prize, we were still a very early stage company. They asked us what we were going to do with the money, and we said that we were going to buy a second juicer to increase our production capacity.
With the money, we were able to scale up our production with that second machine, but even further than that, right? So now we're at the point where we can't even do our own manufacturing. We need a partner who has machinery much bigger than ours.
As entrepreneurs, you just don't know what you don't know. And I think that without Leonsis Prize and the mentorship that's come with the Georgetown Entrepreneurship Program, we wouldn't have been able to identify that the problem we were looking at or the resources that we thought we needed was actually something completely different.
The first real business that I started in 1981, I put on my American Express card. I then went out and raised some venture capital, and the company grew really, really fast, and I sold it for $60 million 3 years later. As an entrepreneur, I saw how a small amount of money on a credit card really was enough to be able to get a business plan, a product launched. I view this as money that creates optionality for an entrepreneur and a student.
We went through a rebrand and completely changed our packaging, and then we expanded our distribution up and down the East Coast and started partnering with real partners in the food industry.
We also added to the team, so we now have 2 full-time employees, one in DC and one in New York, and a bunch of other field sales representatives who are doing our demo work in New York and DC.
I think the prize really starts by having an entrepreneur look a funder in the eye and show their passion and their commitment to an idea. And so anything that we can help to push along with all of the great people within the university, we think is very meaningful to the community at Georgetown and Washington, DC.